This is Kevin Mayo. I am your American correspondent for Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we're drinking some Treehouse Brewing Haze. This is their double IPA, or the newest double IPA. Treehouse is a fairly small brewery in Munson, Mass, which if you looked up Munson on a map is pretty much in the middle of all the woods and stuff like that between eastern Massachusetts and western Massachusetts. They're doing a great job. They got a great rep. I've tried probably 4 or 5 of their beers so far. This is the first one I'm reviewing, but the 4 or 5 I've tried have all knocking it out of the park. It's a double IPA, 8.2% ABV, and don't know much more about it. They don't really put much about their hops. They do mention on their website that they're using hops they can get right now. And I know, talking to some of my brewing friends, that there's a bit of a shortage on hops. The big guys are buying up all the premier hops, and some of the guys are scrambling, so people are changing recipes and things like that. But enough talking, and let's get reviewing and drinking. We're using a tulip glass today because I'm just trying to concentrate the aroma. And I can smell just aroma wafting up off of this already. And it looks like a really nice looking beer so far. So we got about, about 2 fingers of bright white head on it. It's a lovely orangey, yeah, I would say it's a light orange. It's really hot and muggy out here today, so I'm getting a lot of, on the glass, a lot of condensation on the glass, but it's pretty clear. Well, there's a fair amount of bubbles streaming up through it. Let's get into the aroma. Oh, wow. First off, a solid blast of pine. Really dank. There was a hint of pineapple. Grapefruit. Something a little sweeter, maybe a mango. A little bit of malt, a little bit of bread. Try to give it a little swirl here. I was never good at this. I usually spill when I do it. Oh God, that's just wonderful. Just bursting with aroma. Now let's go to the good part. Let's taste it. That is so good. I mean, it just follows the aroma so much. I definitely get that pine grass. It's not overly bitter. I do not know what the IBUs on it, but it's really well balanced. I mean, I get some bitter aftertaste, but not that back of the throat, bitter for bitter's sake. And then the bitter is just a hint there, and I mean, you can taste it, but it's there and it's kind of gone. It fades away nicely. You get a nice resin coating on the tongue. A little bit of bread up front. Again, that pine. Some grapefruit. I do get a little bit of alcohol warming in it. I have to admit, I have had this before. I let this one warm up, and it's definitely different warmer. If you get a chance to try this, which will be hard because they don't ship yet anywhere yet, if you get a chance to try this, you definitely want to let it warm up. If you leave it too cold, it's basically just the pine. It doesn't bring out the rest of the flavors. So, for our first beer, for the Real Ale Craft Beer, we're going to give this one a solid 95 out of 100. One of the best beers of the year so far. Really right up there. Not as aromatic as Heady Topper, but taste-wise, it might be just about as good. So, until next time, keep drinking.